Hello people, today I have with us the Universal Century Zeta Gundam Do-Dai Kai, and this one is in the 20th Century Real type colors. So I think these ones are what you would expect our unit to look like if it was produced in the real world. So very interesting colors. This is one of the AUG craft from the Gundam Base. It is used as an in-atmosphere flight unit, and it is what it is. So this is quite the funny unit. It's actually intended purpose is for flying around in atmosphere, so it carries those heavy Gundams that might not necessarily be able to fly very efficiently in the air throughout your planetary system. So it has these huge engines and a big flat surface for them to land on. It also has these extendable beds for their feet if you have one that happens to be taller or needs more room to stretch out his little footsies there. The handles are not as dynamic as they are on the base jabber or the booster bed, but that's okay. You can still fit two side by side next to each other, and these ones are meant for the Zeta era kits, so you will be able to put those on there. There are some landing gears here, but you do have some pieces to fill those in if you wanted to, like these for example. This one will cover the middle decently well. That one is for a stand, obviously, and then of course these just slide right out. Lots of room for improvement here, and as far as colors, but if it is a real type, this would probably be just the same colors that you would paint it so that it looks as realistic as possible. But there is something that's missing, and that is all the livery on this one. You get the AUG, the Gundam Base, you get lots of no steps, you get a lot of insignias for the different bases that it can go on. There you go, tactical transport unit. You get all these white liners here. These are all decals that you can use to make this thing work. You can even see, watch out for sliding footrests. Note the exhaust flames. You know, it's a pretty cool one that you can detail this thing up in quite a bit and make it look like it's a real thing. And it has a look, you know, it definitely has a look that is welcome to science fiction. I think these things are a little goofy, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and see which of my kits will work on this one. As far as articulation checks go, this one's pretty much done because I showed you these here. These will open up as well, but there isn't anything in here for you guys to see. It's just a flap for where the undercarriage would go into if you were on the other side, because this is built just like this, so you can put that on this side as well. Even the place where these are installed is replicated on both sides. So it's kind of funny. So let's go ahead and pull out some kits and see what they look like on here. Since this is a high grade kit, of course it does work very well with the high grades like the Gundam here, and the Alto fits on there exceptionally well because it is also in 1/144 scale. It does work very, very nicely on there. And you can pose them as you like, but this is a decent pose, I think, for what that's going to look like. All right, my frame arms Jinrai here looks at home on here, at least. It's in 1/100 scale. He's barely holding on to that one. His hand will come apart if I shove it in there at that angle. I can change it, but I did not. Let's see. Let's put this one lower. See how that looks. Something like that would be okay, I think, with that footrest. Go ahead and put that on there. There we go. So it doesn't look terrible. I happen to like it. In a rather seductive style pose, I think Architect works on here as well. I'm not going to dwell on this one too much. I don't think it would make much sense for a giant woman to be flying into battle on a little airplane. Here is my Hexagear Governor Nero. He is a little bit too tall to stand up straight and ride this thing out, But it doesn't look bad. I think a little tinier guy like this fits on a little bit better than the Architect does. But he is in 124 scale, and that does work, I think, pretty well. All right, my massive Master Grade Alex Gundam in 1/100 scale doesn't fit exactly that well on this little guy. I think he could do better. If I had taken some time to pose him a little bit better, I think I could have done more. But it's not bad. It's just not great. I would much rather have a 1/100 scale one of these so he could pose a little bit neater on this thing. As you see, he keeps popping off of that one. Due to the shape of his hands, he can't hold that exactly perfect. So with there not being much more to this kit except for the idea of carrying your mobile suits to battle, that's pretty much it for this review. I do really like this one. I think it's a very cute little model kit. It reminds me of the Base Jabber, but with a more smart look. I think the wings on this one, the flat appearance, it's definitely more fun than the Base Jabber is. But with that said, it does have a different use than the Base Jabber. The Base Jabber is to get to places in space a lot quicker. This one is to get through the atmosphere easily, because Gundams are not exactly known for their aerodynamics. But that is going to be it for this review. I got this one from Premium Bandai when they did their Expo, which allows you to buy some of the Gundam Base Limited stuff, which this one is. It's not a P Bandai kit. It is a Gundam Base Limited kit. Still, it is a very awesome one, and I'm very glad to have had it for, I think it was $16. So a very cheap one with the $10 shipping and handling that they allow you to have. They allow you to boost a bunch of them into at once. I got it for pretty much what you would call a steal. I have seen this one online for around $25. Not too bad. So if you wanted to look for it elsewhere besides either going to Japan or waiting for the next expo, it is still reasonably accessible. And I think $25 isn't too bad. But that is going to be it for my review, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I enjoy making these guys, and I'm really enjoying not hearing fireworks every 5 minutes. But that is it. I will see you guys next time, or you'll see me, but more than likely you'll see my stuff. Bye-bye.